Ugh. Where's she gone? Hello, replay viewers. You've asked to join, but there's no symbol there, Darby. Try again. It just says you've asked to join, but there's no green square. What's happened there? Try again. That's it. The green square was missing. The green square was missing. There, she's here. Hello. Oh, I just thought I'd find something to focus on before I started. I just stood by the frozen pond and I thought, oh, somebody's lost a comb. Shall we go retrieve it? Do you think it's safe? Oh, a bit frazzled from all this exercise. Oh. It's just hard to say I'm enjoying it, when it's freezing cold. I'm trying to enjoy it, but your mind's saying it's too cold. Yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy it, but I think the cold's winning at the moment. Oh, it's going on too long. Oh. I think it's because if you're probably used to living in a cold country, I think it's because it's gone on too long now. It's like I think it's a novelty when it snows for a few days, or be icy for a few days, and then oh, yeah, my pond's still frozen. Anyway, look at all the birds are ice skating. Oh, oh, I had nice coffee yesterday when I finished up with you. Buymeacoffee.com. Where did I end up? Yeah, it was tormenting me though because I think, well, McDonald's didn't used to let you go inside. You see, they kept changing the policies and saying it's only drive-through or like Uber, like pick up and that. Like, they can deliver it to your car now. Apparently, you can sit on the car park and they'll bring it to your car, like without getting inside. Uh, but there's quite a few videos what people used to do where when the drive-through was only open, you used to have like adults trying to fit in like a little child's car and say, "Can I come through the drive-through in it?" Like a little child's car. They were pushing themselves through the drive-through and saying, trying to have an argument with the staff, like saying, you can't just save me because I've got a car. Why can't I just walk to the window? You know what I mean? If you haven't got a car, you said they're stuck, aren't you? So it's only drive-through. Well, I haven't got a car. Can I still have some food? Give me food. Oh dear. Yeah, my mind was saying, don't go out today. Stay in bed. Like you sometimes have on your days off. Think, oh. Anyway, you're on now. Let's keep moving. Hang on. Let's walk around the lake. Hang on. I'm not sure what I'm doing today. Let's have a little. We'll have a little 5-minute walk around the lake. Let's see if the ice has got a bit thicker. Yeah, just because I've got all this. Yeah, we've still got some hassle with my mum's car. We've still got problems. So it's sort of like with your car. It's like when you take it in. I don't know if you've had any have you had any sort of warning lights coming on and had to deal with them? Any warning lights? Oh, it's just a pain. We basically, because I said to you, we went to the main Honda dealer. Uh, we went to the main Honda dealer and he just diagnosed it was the battery. So we changed the battery. They're still doing it. So she just took it in this morning. And they said, oh, we've got a fresh code coming up, because it came on yesterday. And, and they just tell me it's going to be about £500. Like a sensor's gone. And we're like, oh. I said, well, how much is that labour or how much is the part? And she says, the part's £350. I go, what? I thought, let's see how thick the ice is. Should we stand on it? I can stand on this because it's only about an inch deep here, so I'm going to risk it. I'm standing on it. I'm standing on it. Look, I'm standing on it, Luke. See it, Luke. It's about 3 inches deep there. Yeah, Luke. I'm doing what you were doing. Watch. You can see it's trying to give way there, Luke. Luke. Yeah, you can. I think that. I think what's basically happening is obviously because it was frozen yesterday, and I think it's obviously slowly getting thicker. I suppose the more colder it is, it's probably getting slightly thicker. Once it's got like that little skin on it, and then obviously if it's cold again, it must just slowly get thicker and thicker. It feels so weird. I haven't seen this water frozen before very often. Anyway, so we're just in them funny limbos, like yourself, Darby. Somebody just says this is how much it's going to be, and you're like, can you guarantee you can? Is that going to solve it? And they say, well, you know what a garage is like. It's just sort of, it's just crossing all the obvious things off, isn't it? And you're just going money, 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 money all the time, aren't you? Try the battery. Now, yeah, but the trouble is, it's like the value. It's obviously once the value of your car, once the the jobs start to be more than the value of the car, you start to go, is it still, can we still justify, But it's a good run, eh? We've just had the blooming cam belt done. That's the problem. We thought about. We're always looking for another one, but I said get the cam belt done. It's a good runner, So we got the cam belt for peace of mind, and then we've just got this nuisance of this. I mean, it's not like life. The car still runs. It's just it's really every day the ABS light will just pop on for a bit, Then I say, oh, it's like a habit now. You just say, oh, the lights come on again. It's like a conversation now. The lights come on again. But then I wish it would stop on because a lot of the garages will just say, well, if it doesn't, unless it stops on, I can't really do anything. So, I mean, obviously I know a lot about cars, but I'm not trying to tell the garage their job, But I'm thinking, well, obviously it's an intermittent fault, It's an intermittent fault, and obviously if they're saying it's a particular sensor, then obviously it's been intermittent, isn't it? Because it's not. If it was broke and faulty, the light would stay on, wouldn't it? So it's obviously an intermittent fault that we're trying to solve, and that's the problem. Obviously, they just all modern garages do now is just obviously plug the box in, and say, oh, it's giving me that error code. That's what's wrong with it. That's the part you've got to have changed, and not using any rhyme or reason to it, And I just think if somebody visually looked at the wheels, I'm sure they'd just find like a loose wire or something. I'm sure it's just like a bad connection somewhere. But they're obviously going to turn it into a major part that needs changing. And then we have to sort of justify if it's worth it, So basically, she's just gone pick it up again. And I've just got a few opinions. I've just rang the local garage where we get the safety test done, the MOT every 12 months, the safety test. I've just rang them and they gave me a number for somewhere else. And I think it says you really need like an auto electrician, because it's an electrical problem. And then obviously he gave me some advice and said, well, all I can suggest is book your car in and obviously have a diagnostic again. What we've already done, So I said, well, we've already had one. We know what's wrong with it. But we're just trying to justify the part of because like with you probably don't go the main Mini dealer. You must just go your local auto place, do you? You don't obviously go like a main Mini dealership, do you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I suppose it's like that around the world. Obviously, traditionally, that's usually the more expensive option. If you go the main dealer, that's traditionally always the dearest option. But it was that. Oh. Well, the thing is, yeah, the problem is, it's like you say, yeah, because they rush you. I've done that when you leave tools or things missing, or they haven't put the filler caps back on. And obviously, yeah, I always hate when you just put your car into the hands of strangers. You obviously they're not going to care for it like you would, are they? But we've had a good garage where we have the service done every year. Like the basic. We've been that garage for 20 years now. The same garage, but with this type of fault, it's obviously nothing straightforward like tyres, brakes, exhaust. It's nothing straightforward. So it's like most of. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's basically what they're going to do now. They're just going to say, well, let's try this, and then we'll try that, and then we'll try that, and so. So, obviously, then they just put it all in your hands, don't they, and say, "Well, that's what we think's wrong with it. Are you going to pay or not?" And you're like, "Well, I'm not sure because it's an old vehicle, really. It's 20 years old this year, but it's a good run. There's nothing mechanically wrong with it. It's just, I mean, it's ironic that basically they've made like that test what you do every year harder to pass now, and they've introduced like say extra things where obviously in the previous life, if it was like last year, we could have just put some like tape over it, or took the bulb out, but obviously they've tightened up on the rules now where it can fail if one of the lights come on. You see now, so it's a bit more of an urgent. No, it's not urgent at the moment because it's not due till the summer, about July time. So yeah, yeah. I mean, this is the problem with modern cars. It's just It's just plugging the diagnostic in, and that tells them what the fault is, and then they just order the part instead of. I just think it could be like a loose. I mean, I can't know what it is, can we? So you put your hands in the mechanic's hands, don't you, and let them deal with it, and hope they're not sort of fobbing you off and trying to extort you for money like they normally do. Here's your birds, Derby. I think they're eating the snow. They're that hungry. Hello, say hello to Derby. Is there any food for you? Yeah, I don't know what they're eating. They seem to be all pecking at the grass. I don't know what they're eating. They seem to be all just pecking at the grass. I don't know what they're after. What they're trying to eat. No, it didn't. The coffee shop's open. Ooh, coffee shop. A coffee shop. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to do, Derby. I thought I'd just wander across my local pond and obviously just see if anybody's coming on. And you're with us now. Um, so I'm just trying to decide. I'm trying to decide how chilly it is. I've got. It feels quite chilly. No, well, that's what I mean. In my mind, I don't want to walk that far again. I'm not going to walk that far again. I'm just trying to think where I can walk locally. That's perhaps a bit different. Try and think of a different route, just stay a bit more local today. Yeah, because I do get carried away with my walks, as you saw yesterday. I was getting a bit carried away. Oh, crikey. But the problem is, the problem is, you see, Derby, I go out a bit late so I can catch you. Because obviously the time I want to go out, you'd be asleep. So I leave it a bit late so that you were up. But then obviously when you go on a big walk and you get to the towns, everything's closed. All the coffee shops are closed, and it gets a bit like, oh, I'll have to wait till I go and get me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Cracky. Oh yeah. Saying hello. Yeah, we've got pigeons. Pigeons. It's like a free for all. Look at all this. Let's go here. Here's the swans. Let's just feed the swans while we're here. Yeah, I'm just trying to think where I can go and try and keep the walk a little bit shorter. Trying to think. What haven't you seen on my walks very often? Let me just think where we've been. We've done searches. Have you seen canals? Have you been on the canals with you? Canal. Let's feed the swans. Oh, it's a block of ice there. They could just throw the food on the ice. Ooh. It's like a block of ice, right? I always wonder why swans stay so white, don't they? Why they don't get dirty? Why they're always like really bright white, aren't they? Oh, did you see me on the scope? Yeah, last night it was a bit of a cock up where I had a sunset. I was hoping you'd come on. When I did that that pre glow. When we were saying pre glow, I know when we were saying you were saying pre glow, and then when I was just sort of when I was exhausted, my mum said like, "Oh, look at the sky," and it was all like red and orange. I thought, "Oh no." I didn't feel like coming all the way back to this park for doing, but I came back. But what happened was, is I used the clock in the car, And what I forgot was, because you had the battery change, the clock was about 20 minutes slow. So we had all that like cussing about the church clock that threw us out a bit to hear the bells, to hear the bells on the hour. And then when I was going by the clock in the car, it was 20 minutes slow. So I said to Mum, I said, oh, let's go back Forest Park. I'll have time for the sunset. And by the time I got here, it had all gone because I was going by the clock in the car, So I thought, no. So basically, it was about 20 past 5 in reality, and the clock was saying 20 to 5. So I rushed here. I thought, oh, dough. So Marco, come on. I basically had to basically see, if I get here late, if I get here late, the sun goes down behind all these trees, you see. So if I get here early, it's obviously up here, and if I get late, I have to climb up that. I have to climb up that hill, you see, and try and capture the sort of the landscape shot. And then when I went up, I did get a few nice shots. It was like orange and red, and it looked like an oil painting, where there's like stripes of colour, like red and orange and yellow. It looked like an oil painting. Oh yeah. Sun's trying to come out. That's what you call that one. That's just like a bit of a white ball. It's trying to come out. Oh dear. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's because I'm just trying to do local walks. You see, obviously I've got a few directions I can go. Obviously we've got Trentham Gardens. That's a big walk. Everything's like hours of walking. If I try and think of the location, you see, if I think of yesterday, that's at least 2 hours. Yeah, Trentham Gardens is 2 hours, and I'll walk around this one, and then let's have a wander. Have I already just walked around here? I don't know. It was after the Swans. He's ice skating. Is he stuck? Can he move? Yeah, I wonder if they like sleep on the water and they get frozen in. Can he move? Is he stuck? Help! Come on, move. We're wondering if you're stuck. Come on, move. Oh, hang on. He's moving. He's moving. Yeah, he's ice skating. He's trying to ice skate. Oh, hey, hey. I wonder what the brains are thinking. Thinking, what's happening here? What's all this? I'm walking on water. Yes. Yeah, I haven't got to do a big walk. I'm just trying to think. I say that's the problem. You see where I'm situated. It's like centralised. So I can sort of walk a lot. I can walk sort of that way for 2 hours along the canal, or there's 2 hours where we went yesterday. That sort of direction. There's Hanley Park. There's Northwood Park. Forest Park. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to just stay local today, just so I can still show. I'm just trying to think I've seen all the roads, but I haven't shown you. Because that's the problem when you get carried away with the canals. You can just go miles from home. See, we've been to Bathpool Park. Yeah, I feel like my body's saying we've done enough walking, but my brain's saying like an excited dog and saying, "Where are we going today? Where are we going today?" I'm trying to have a rest. I'm trying to just wind it back a little bit and just have a local stroll today. Just wind it back a little bit. Just let your body have a rest. Well, you can. I looked at my replays and I thought, I can't believe the amount of miles I'm doing. I'm doing about 8 miles every day. About 8 miles a day. I'm doing about 20,000 steps. Ugh. But obviously, when you go on the scales, I think I must be building muscle up because me scales say the same weight on the scales. So yeah. Oh yeah, because muscle's heavier than fat, isn't it? So you can't put weight up the exercise if you're toning your muscles. No, yeah. Well, the problem is obviously yeah, it is natural to obviously when it's cold, you're sort of grabbing. I'm doing a lot of munching when I get home. I can go all day with a few snacks, and then it's when you go in the house and you're like, you're just grabbing about 10 different things when you go in. I'll have this, and then I'll have this. Yeah, Yeah, yeah. You'll say, "Oh, I'll just have this snack while I'm waiting for my main meal." You know, you just get, oh yeah, while something's cooking, it's like I'll just have a cracker and I'll just have some toast and I'll just have this and then you're like, by the yeah. This is what I want to try and do. This I want to try and climb up this hill, but I'm trying to. That chap's just gone up that hill. I'm trying to. I'm trying. It's hard to stay on the flat where I live. You see. I just think. Yeah. Let's have a look up here. Yeah. It's just when you think you've been about 500 walks, you just feel like I've been everywhere. I think. Yeah, I've done. I think I'm on nearly 500 scopes. I've done 400. Yeah, I think I'm on 488 scopes. Ugh. But then when I saw like a chap who was walking this morning, and you get a little bit disheartened because there's a chap who think, well, it does what I'm doing, and he's had 2,000 viewers this morning. He just put like, join me for a nice a walk down the canal, And obviously, I think, what can I do differently, forget some viewers, apart from the sort of dependable ones like yourself and Roland and Darby and Marco. I wonder what we can do for attract new people in, like in all our channels. I don't know what we can do. Yes, but I put that on again this morning. I keep clicking on hats and trying to find somebody else's stuff to watch, but there doesn't seem anything as interesting as Periscope. Obviously, you see like I saw one on last night, and I thought, how could you end? This is overwhelming. It was like 8 people on like a Zoom meeting, like a Zoom meeting with eight faces talking. I thought, yeah, but when I watch hats, I don't feel like yeah. But when you watch Haps, your mind is saying like, "This isn't the best. Doesn't seem like the best platform. It seems like it's all about sort of. It just feels like you're getting those like the people who talk politics. The people who talk music, the people who talk different subjects, and then they sort of collaborate in these like Zoom meetings, aren't they? All like you find like the music people and the craft people, and they're all sort of getting together, aren't they? In like the little Zoom meetings. But it's not like content though, is it? They're just talking. They're not like showing you anything interesting. They're just talking like, they're not like I'm saying, join me for me walk, Yeah, I'm providing it. Oh yeah, yeah, he was on that. Yeah, yes, yeah. Yeah, it's just a pain for me with those because obviously they're usually on about four. They come on late, too late for me to watch. You see, so yeah, yeah. Well, what usually happens? Yeah. Well, there's this chap who I watch called Droid, and he lives in Washington. He's on Washington time, and obviously he does like a he does like a quiz once a week, and obviously because it's once a week, I forget. And when you feel like it's always the same, every time in your mind, you say, "Oh, I'm going to have an early night. I'm going to put my tablet down," and then the problem is he pre warns you about his quiz about 5 hours before. He keeps sending you these tweets. He keeps sending these tweets every half an hour as it's building up. So you feel like you're obligated to watch. So when I just have a little, I go on it a little bit, but the trouble is, he doesn't start until 12:30 a.m. You see my time, so I try and enjoy it for about half an hour. Then it just gets too much trying to do music quizzes at 1 a.m. It's just too much. Yeah. Well, I get frustrated with it. Obviously, I don't know how you can. I mean, I know all the answers, and I feel like I'm typing them as quick as I can, and it just gets so frustrated. You always seem to come last, and I think, well, I don't know. I wonder if it's yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I don't know if somebody could explain that. You know why? I mean, are people perhaps, you know, if people who live nearer to Droid are getting less? I mean, they must have less lag if the people live near to him. You know, there must be less latency type of thing. You know, and obviously I do some quizzes where the chap does the quiz who's in England. You know, he'll do it in England, and I can still feel like I'm last with the question. So it's not really that global positioning that's affecting it. Really, I don't know what the. I think if anybody can understand why there's such a delay on things. But I did notice there's somebody who's on HAPS who he's called Aidan, and he's like a young lad in England, and he does like cooking. He did cooking scopes on Periscope, and he does HAPS cooking scopes now. Yeah, have you seen Aidan? Yeah, have you seen Aidan? Yeah, and basically he does cooking scopes, and then he started to do a quiz. He did a quiz yesterday, but obviously he didn't say type your answer. He just basically just read the questions out, and said like write your answers down, and then obviously I'll reveal the answers in when I've finished, you know, and then just mark your own paper type of thing. That's how he was doing it to get rid of the delay problem, you know. Just mark your. Yeah, I mean the thing. Yeah, I mean that it just gets a pain all that delay thing because you're not really winning anything, are you? You know, it's just a satisfaction of you know the answer, really. Yeah. Oh, this road's quiet. It does it. I know. I miss. Just now quiet. This is Derby. Just stand still a minute without you clattering. Hang on, listen. It's now quiet. Silence. Nice quiet road. Well, I did say of silence. Now there's a car coming. There's an old Victorian school, Derby. Can you see that? That's a Victorian school there. I think it's got a. I suppose that was built about 100 years ago. I think it's got a. What's it say on there? Can't see that. Yeah, it says Bursley School. Yeah, that was obviously the old name for Bursley. Bursley used to be called Bursley. Now it's Burslem. Yeah, that's an old Victorian school. There we go. Oh, oh. Yeah, I don't know what. Obviously, with you being occupied with your job, you see, what I get obviously are some just fat times. I mean, obviously, I know I feel like my periscope's my job, and I sometimes feel like I want a day off. It's like sometimes it feels like a job, you know, how much effort you put into it, and you know, checking all your, you know, checking all your. Yeah, it does feel like a full time job when you're out for 5 hours doing it, you know. Oh, is that fat? That was. I know you kept me going yesterday. That was good. I watched the replay back, and it seemed all quite clear. I know. Well, that's what the thing is. I don't know how often you see your Twitter DMs. You see, I like to try and contact you before I start scoping, you know, and just trying to get in touch. I like just send you a wave, you know, just so I know you're available, and then we can perhaps discuss how much time you've got, you know, because obviously they always give you, yeah. Oh, there's a public. Oh, there's a public footpath. Look, I just saw the sign, Derby. Look, it says public footpath there, and it's just that little gap between there. Look, just there. Look, it's that little path there. I thought there was a path around the back of Forest Park. I knew there was a hidden path somewhere, and it says public footpath. So yeah, I thought we'd just go down this road. I don't think you've seen this. I'm trying to find some new roads for us. Uh, we're just basically passing around the back of Forest Park. This is the back of Forest Park now. Basically, Forest Park Hills over there. You know, it's like these are the houses. Um, yeah, it's quite ironic. I've just realised while we're walking, we're walking to the Honda garage where my mum's car is. I've just realised. I'm just randomly walking and realising I'm getting to the Honda garage. But the problem is obviously because I feel quite technical with cars. You know, you feel like when I last went to garage, you used to like talk to the mechanics, you know, in the shop, like and say what's wrong with it. But how a lot of them do now, they seem to have like a receptionist person, and everything's liaising through the receptionist. You know, there's a free settee, yeah, a free couch, yeah, because you say couch, don't you? We say I don't know why we say settee. We call a couch a settee. I don't know why we call it a settee. But sofa, yeah, I mean, my old school word is I call it a settee because we basically traditionally on English houses, you have what they used to call it a three-piece suite, where you'd obviously have like two single chairs and then one main one that perhaps got two or three seats on it, and then two single chairs. Um, that was the traditional, but obviously a lot of modern houses wouldn't be able to take that now, because the modern houses are quite small now. So this is a weird structure here. It looks like flats, and they're like on stilts. Look, with the cars underneath. Weird. It's like a new development, like on stilts, and the cars are. Yeah, it's a weird construction. Yeah, to call it hazy sunshine when it's sort of trying to come through. It looks like it's trying to come through the clouds. Yeah, like it's a bit hazy today. Yeah, that stupid dusting again. It keeps dusting. Right. I'm just trying to think of some different routes here. Just have a little wander down these roads and see where we end up. Uh, yeah, because it's hard really. Because the problem is where I live. It's like if you go too far, you're usually out going up a steep bank. You see, so we like live on the top of a hill in where I live. So you've got to think about where your walks are going to go because you don't want to go up a steep bank when you're coming back. This is basically the back of Forest Park, I think. Yes, very hilly. Very. Yeah, yeah. The foothills of the Rocky Mountains. I know. I think it's just a combination of this, like what's going on. I think Derby, because obviously I think it's getting to me. I think all this, the continuation of what's going on. I think my mind's sort of struggling with it. All this constant lockdown situation. Uh, I think we're all sort of getting a bit frazzled. We're all getting a bit frazzled with it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, when things were open, I didn't feel like I was enjoying the situation because it was obviously still a lot of restrictions. But at least it was open. Let me just think. Yeah. Let's think which way she'll go now. Yes. We'll just keep it short in case anybody else doesn't come on. Obviously, it just depends who comes on, doesn't it? Really, if you get some more extra viewers. Oh, I know this is why I was hoping just get a few extra people, to obviously fill in for you when you're busy or Roland or Marco. So nobody else wants to talk to me. Talk to me. Nobody's talking to me. Always them plants again. Oh, I saw these with Roland and plant this is we need a plant expert in. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think that's one of those joke trees. I think that's something natural. I'm showing you. It's not a joke tree. I haven't seen any of those yet. That looks like a natural tree. That looks like a natural tree. Ah, oh God. I know. Well, that's what you do when you go on a walk. Obviously, I just go on a walk and I just go on a walk and see what I can find. I'm just trying to get me probably the same walks, but go just go like a different direction. I'm just trying to perhaps reverse the walks and make them a bit different. I'm just trying to think of the routes I go on, try and perhaps reverse them, so you see everything from a different angle. That's why I just did that. I didn't come. I usually come over that hill there, but I just come around the back end, do a little circular walk around the back, and there's a crow. Do you see any crows where you live? Got crows. Oh, where's he gone? Got some crows. Yeah. You always get a lot of those around the McDonald's drive-through. They're always after the chips on the floor. Yeah, I went there last night and we had yeah, I mean, katsu nuggets have gone off now. I hate it when they have them temporary things on and they go off. But back to just the standard nuggets now. They don't compare with the katsu nuggets with the curry sauce. Yeah, I've just had a healthy breakfast. I just found some salmon. I've just had some smoked salmon and I've just had some smoked salmon with. I've just made like a little omelette with some smoked salmon. Yeah, I like salmon. Get some slices of smoked salmon and just warm it through, and then tip 2 eggs in it and make a little omelette. Like a nice little salmon omelette. Yeah, what we'll do. Yeah, let's just walk this way. Let's try and do a bit of a reverse little walk because I've never gone backwards this way I go. So let's go reverse walk this way. Let's go back this way. Right. Yeah, I'm just trying to find anything interesting to show. We'll do a little circle around this way. I've obviously got to be conscious of where if I want to go on the canal way, where the canal is, you see. So I've got to think where the canal paths are. I mean, there's no need to walk miles. It's obviously when I saw that, basically when you go to I just felt like it was a focus to go to that church, you see. So then obviously just dawdling around, I thought, I'll just focus on that church. So yeah. Well, if do you enjoy the churches, I mean, there's lots of churches. I can just show you some different ones, and without going too far, there's lots of churches about. Is that quite? Is that there is a big church? We'll show you Shelton Church. That isn't too far away. If you're going to be on for a little bit, that isn't too far. I'm not going to walk as far as yesterday. That was too far. Oh, what surprised me? No, yeah, it was quite funny when I was with Marco, and we just we saw them. What do you call it? Like gnomes. Those like garden gnomes, and he says, "Oh, we have those in America." I thought it was like a British thing. You see, I don't think they'd gone across the water. Gnomes. Oh, yes, yes. I'm just trying to think what we're discussing. Yeah, I think we're on about coffees. I think we were going to discuss that Loveland. If we could make, if we could get involved in that Loveland thing with Valentine's Day coming. We were discussing it. I think that one because obviously Valentine's Day is coming for that Loveland postmark thing. Oh, hang on. There's a man just sawing. Oh, I've come the noisy way. Oh, hang on. I've come the noisy way. Hang on. We'll just have to have a bit of radio silence for a second. He's just busy doing something over there. Just pick the noisy road to come down. Oh, strip. Hang on. Oh, dear. Welcome to my nice quiet scope. Strip. Take your headphones out. Oh, crikey. Shoosh. Oh, God. Oh, peaceful scope. This is supposed to be. Peaceful scope. Oh. Yeah, well, ironic, I've just come this way. There's the Honda garage. So, Honda, I'll go start a protest outside. Your parts are too dear. Need cheaper parts. Oh dear. Well, I say, old radio shows. Yeah, we're on about Dick Barton, and you said you watch Mystery Science Theatre, I think he said. Yeah, but what I found is I used to like audiobooks, but they were quite expensive. And I've noticed people put audiobooks on YouTube now. You can have like audiobooks on YouTube. People post them on YouTube. I noticed one yesterday, like X Files. Yeah, there's like an X Files. We're back at the Raven pub again. Yeah, you should tell me which way I'm going now. You're an expert on Stoke now. Which way are we going? You should know where we're going now. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of them chilly days. The sun's out, but it's quite chilly, Willie, today. Whoa. Just wait half an hour for the traffic to ease. Come on, it's too cold. Stand still. All right, we're getting cross now. Beep beep. All right, let me just think where we are. Where am I going? Uh, just trying to think which way I'm going. Oh, yeah, he's a mini. We'll get the mini out of the way here. Mini. You know, it's a white one here. Mini, mini, mini. Well, that's a black. Oh, that's a Countryman. That's a four-door one. Yeah, my mind's just saying, go on your normal walk, but reverse it and go the opposite way. So let's try and reverse it and go the opposite way, and then we might see something different. Yeah, I think I've exhausted all the local history where I am until we can go a little bit further. We have a lot of these popping up in our area, Derby. A lot of these like hand car washes. They seem to be popping up everywhere. Yeah, it used to be quite a funny sign. I don't know if it's still about. You say the best hand job in town. It used to say on. I think it was took us a bit too rude. I remember seeing a sign that said that. That's what you call hard work. Washing cars all day. That's what you call hard work. Oh god, I couldn't do that. I couldn't wash cars all day. Oh. 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 I noticed that on somebody's YouTube once where there was a drive-through car wash that was made famous by Breaking Bad. That Mike Tends to Travel went to it. It's like a drive-through car wash that was made famous by the it was made famous by the Breaking Bad program. I've got the box set today. I haven't even watched it yet. Just everybody says how good it is. I've never watched it. I've got the box set at home. Oh, oh. Have you found anything on your channels? Have you been watching anything exciting? Have you found anything good? Do you do much TV? Oh yeah, you were saying yeah. There's different shows. Basically, that's like a BBC one. There is the repair shop. That's a BBC one. I think all the channels. I think all the channels do similar things. You know, different similar type of idea, but that's the BBC one. I think yeah, the repair. I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, yeah, repairing antiques. Yeah, trying to. I'm just trying to think what the. I'm just trying to think what the other channels offer. Um, yeah, antique repairs, antique repairs. Um, yeah, it's just nice that you can get BritBox. So I bet you, like you said, you can get BritBox. You must be enjoying all the plentiful supply of British TV programs. Oh, you watch all that type, yeah, Miss Marple and all that type of thing. Yeah, yeah, that's like the sort of Oh yeah, yeah. I watched the first series and I haven't got round to the other bits yet. I think what you do, you forget about it because what you tend to do is say, "Oh, I'll just wait until the series is finished," you know. So you've obviously waiting for the episode. Just forget about it. Yeah. But I thought with this derby, when I just thought this morning, I thought when I'm always obviously holding my phone and obviously trying to show things, when there's just you on, I may as well just probably have audio on. Just audio only. It's just you on, and we can just have a chat and not have to keep trying to show something different on the camera. You know? I thought it's just habit now to keep filming everything, but I know. I thought last night, I said to Marco, we'll have to do. I'm sort of sick of walking and talking, you know. It's like, I thought try and do a bit where you can talk in the house where you're nice and warm, you know. I'm always just rattling while I'm. It's always just. I know that's what it's hard to do at the moment, trying to just stand still. You want to keep moving. Oh, yeah. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. Oh. The problem is when I'm on this walk, it's going to torment me because we have to keep walking past KFC and McDonald's. Don't. I can go past Starbucks. I can get a hot drink from Starbucks, but the problem is there's not many toilets open, you know. So I don't want to try and drink too much while I'm out because there's lack of toilets. I mean, you can go toilets in the supermarkets, but there's a lot of them are closed. Obviously, you can't go in. I mean, this is what's weird is that McDonald's have said you can't go inside, but KFC say you can go inside. So it's just all these different policies, you know, just different policies. But I did notice at McDonald's, they said they're slowly starting to let you go inside the stores again. They're just rolling that out slowly. Now they've got all the. I think they've just modernised the stores, you know, to make them more safe, you know. Uh, oh, yes, I need some new routes because this is that route where we're going to keep on about where I nearly got run over. It's that route again. We're going the same route again. Have I just come out? I have to do this. I have to do this walk. It just sort of clears my mind, you know, when you sit in the house too much. Oh, I need to. I mean, basically, it's like a habit now. I've basically been out the house, you know, for about about 3 4 hours every day. You know, all the time. Not very often. I stop in. You know, I'm always, and obviously, I just have my walks and then try to get out in the fresh air and look at nature a bit. You know, and then obviously periscopes took off, and then I've got these good people who come on. You know, I even showed Marco. Marco popped on when I was doing the sunset, and I showed him a little tour around Northwood. I showed him like that church, what's lit up at night. You know, that church that has that spotlight on it. And we were just having a little wander around and wishing we could go in the pubs and have a drink and sit around the coal fire. Yeah, I know that's what I see. That's what's annoying. Obviously, I can have a walk and then I can obviously say, let's end up at this pub. You know, we can sit around the fireside and have a drink. And it's just obviously nothing we can do at the moment. Just try not lose your mind with it all. You know. Oh, yeah, East KFC. I think I've shown you these shops before. Ant Derby. That used to be a gym. That used to be a gym. That's gone. That's closed. That was a gym. That's car parts. That's British car parts, bike, cycles, and car parts. And that's for the pets. That sells all pet stuff. Pets at home. Harvey's. They sell also the beds and curtains and cushions and all that type of stuff. And then we've got Curry's PC World. That's where you can buy a computer or a laptop or a mobile phone or anything electrical. Because I think they basically 3 shops have condensed into one big one now. So you can buy a mobile phone, a cooker, an iron, a washer, you know, a TV, an iPhone, yeah, anything electrical will be in that building there. Any iPhones or toasters, kettles, washing machines. They just sell them. That's our big retail store. Curry's. They've obviously combined there. We've got Curry's, PC World, and Carphone Warehouse. So you can buy a washing machine, a TV, and a mobile phone, all in one shop. That's what I like about some people who are watching your neck of the woods when they've got that Target. You know, that seems to sell everything electrical and, you know, all sorts of things. A bit like a supermarket, isn't it? That Target stores. Yeah, we haven't got any Target stores around here or Walmarts. So I've just missed my path. I've just missed my path with talking. Hang on, let's go down my path. Let's see if we can see some rabbits. Wabbits. Let's see if we can see some wabbits. You always have to say wabbits, don't you? Yeah, you always have to say wabbits when you say rabbits. Wabbits. Them pesky wabbits. Those pesky wabbits. Oh dear. It's been a while since I've had some cartoons on. Oh, all the nostalgia of cartoons. Oh, Daffy Duck and Bug. Oh. Well, I was like an 80s child with cartoons, you know, so we're all like Inspector Gadget, aren't we? And things like that, Inspector Gadget and Thundercats, and there's loads of them, isn't there? Yeah, but it confuses you because some of them are like 70s and 60s cartoons that got repeated in the 80s, didn't they? So I say the Flintstones is quite old. Speed Racer, I don't remember Speed Racer, yeah. I know they made a Hollywood movie of it, Speed Racer, but I don't remember watching it. Yeah, that was such a that was that was such a departure because it was the people who did the Matrix did that, didn't they? The Wachowski brothers, the people who did the Matrix. That was the follow-on film. Yeah, they did the Matrix, then they did V for Vendetta, and then they did Speed Racer. It's supposed to be very bright. It's very colourful. Yeah. Oh, the Matrix. Oh. I know it's been a shame. All them trailers. I was watching all those trailers for all the summer films that were going to come out last summer and this summer, and obviously everything's been put back now. I was waiting for that new. Have you seen that Ghost? Was there any movie trailers you were looking forward to? I was curious about that Ghostbusters remake, where they were doing it a bit like Stranger Things, weren't they? That way it looks a bit like Stranger Things with those young kids in it. That remake. Yeah, yeah. It's just been a while since I've got really into a show. You know, obviously I know all the shows are there, but it's been a while since I've really got. Yeah, we need to. We'll do it after that. I'll have to have a little look, or if you just DM me a little list, and we'll have to try and watch something, and we can talk about it. Try and find something in. I think I'll rewatch the. Yes, yes. We'll have to decide what series to start on, and because I'd like, as I said, that Disney Plus. I've still got that subscription, and they're yeah, they're going to be adding a lot of the Fox programs, aren't they? Like 24 and the X Files, and a lot of the Fox programs are going to start popping up on there soon because they bought Fox. So yeah, well that's why the Simpsons are on. You see, them are all Fox programs. Like the X Files is coming. I'm trying to think where else is Fox. I think 24 was Fox. Mm. Yeah, have you had any sort of notification that your Disney Plus is going to get better soon? Have you said you've had the emails through? I suppose we'll have it at the same time, won't we? I'm sure we'll have it at the same time. That's the church I was going to head to there. That's a closer one there. Look. That's a bit closer. That one. That's another one. Yeah, that one isn't 6 miles away. That one. That's about half the distance. So. Oh dear. But the thing is, when I do my walks, Derby, it's a bit like when somebody's doing a marathon. You know, when I'm talking to you and walking, I don't feel any. You know, when you think I might say, oh, my knee or my foot or my leg, or I just must have the adrenaline going through me. I just could walk for miles when you were talking. When we were both talking, I can walk forever because it's just. I think it just takes your mind off the cold. I think it's called that mindfulness, isn't it? Where it's just taking you're in the moment and talking to you, and you're not thinking about you. You're probably not noticing your aches and pains or the cold or anything. So yeah, yeah. You just as soon as you start talking, as soon as I stop talking to you, your mind will be on. It's cold. My legs are aching. Yeah, let's explore down. Let's explore down this path. I haven't been down this path before. Let's explore this path here. This is basically, like I said, this is apparently. See, there is stairs there. You can explore up some stairs there. There's stairs, and then that's basically. This is like I told you. If you look up Google and look up National Guardian Festival, 1986. This is what used to be all over here, and that's just the remnants where you can see that bridge and those stairs. That's just what's left over. It used to be like a big. It was like a big empty space, and they built like a big park on it. And if you look up, I'll send you the link to it. What all this used to be like. It's basically a half an hour program that was on BBC television when this used to be like a big place you could visit and then pay to get in. Uh, and obviously now they built like a supermarket and a retail park on it now. But obviously this was just like it'd be nice to have been periscoping it. But apparently there's some works of art that were left here, like some stone structures that I don't know where they are. So apparently there's about six or seven sort of structures you can find that obviously have never been taken away. So we can find some sort of stone artwork apparently scattered around. So let's hope. Oh, hang on, it's beeping. It's R2. It's R2D2 again. R2D2. Beep beep beep. Yes. Have you noticed? Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that when you ask me something, I'm quickly distracted. When you were just you said to me, see, when I'm walking, you said, "Do you know what geocaching is?" I watched a replay, and you asked me what geocaching was, and said, "Oh no, there's another church over there." Then we completely went off that topic, you know. Yeah, yeah, because yeah, you basically you get an app. I know it's like geocache. It's like a map where you are, and then you have to go to a specific coordinate, and then there's like usually like yeah, there's like a little plastic box sometimes, and there's just random things in it under that you can add to it, or you just sign a little. Yeah, yeah, I didn't know there was some paths here. It's like a little forest. This is. It's like a little miniature forest. Let's have a little wander around. See if we got a signal. Well, at least we can say we haven't been here before, though, Derby. See, this is all nice and new. These paths are new. Look, we've got paths there, paths there, path there. Where's this path? Let's have a wander down here. The problem is we'll probably have a waft of McDonald's in a minute because we're going past McDonald's, so we don't get tormented by the waft of sort of chip grease fries. Yeah. Well, it's like this. You won't believe where I am. See where we am now? It looks like I'm in the middle of nowhere, right? Look. Does it look like I'm in the middle of nowhere? It looks like I'm in the middle of nowhere, and McDonald's is about 50 yards away. Yes, hamburger tree. That's what we want. Yeah, I haven't been down these. I haven't been down these paths for about 30 years. I forgot they were still here. So you can go on like a little. It's basically you can probably explore half an hour around here. I've never. Oh yeah, it's one of the artistic features. I can see it in front of me. There's like some stones on the floor. Look, it looks a bit like Stonehenge. Yeah, I found something new. Yay! I found something. Yeah, looks a bit like Stonehenge. Can you see us approaching it now? Oh, there you go. Yeah, look. No, no, it's frozen. It's all right. It's frozen. Nice and frozen. Yeah, I'm not complaining because it's frozen. Frozen mud. It's all right. Frozen mud. Yeah, looks like Stonehenge. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, look at this. What on earth have I found? Look at this. Yeah, I have somebody in America where he visits somewhere called Foamhenge, Foam, and it's made out of foam. Yeah, I found an artistic feature. Yay! Yeah. When you think you've explored every path where you live, you find a new one. It covers quite a large piece of land. I just thought there wasn't really worth coming in this. It wasn't really worth coming in this area, you know. There seems a lot of paths. It's basically, obviously, you've got the retail park over there where McDonald's is, and then obviously the canal's over there, and this is basically a bit of a space between the. Just like this is basically what's left of the. This must be what's left of the big place, you know, the big festival site that was there 30 years ago. This is obviously the wood. Obviously, they haven't took the wood away. This is the wood what must have grown up in the. And they must have planted all these about 30 years ago. All these must have been planted when they did the festival. So yeah, but it's what I do in my mind. So yeah, I found another installation. Yeah, it's over there. I see another non-natural looking shape. Yeah, let's move over to it. I can see it. Another artistic thing. Yeah, let's go have a wander. Let's try and work out what this is. Ooh, yeah. What on earth is this? Right, Darby, what do you think that's supposed to be? Looks like a hot dog. Hmm. It must be where the birds feed because somebody's put bird food on the top. Oh, that's a leaf. I can see a leaf. Yeah, there's a leaf. Yeah, it looks like there's a leaf. I can tell the leaf bit. That's a leaf. Yeah. Are we okay? Are we okay for signal in this area? I'll have to cut through this way again. Let's see where the paths go. You just feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, and it's only a small little wooded area. Just work out where all the paths are going. Let's keep moving. Keep moving. Keep on moving. Do do do. Yeah, there's the sun. Yay. The sun's trying to come out and warm us up. What's the temperature today? Are we on minus yet? Oh. Shall I activate it from my end? Do you think you can hear me if I speak? Hang on, might have lost it. Okay. Hey Google, I'm activating you from 5,000 miles away. Yeah, it feels like yeah, feels like zero. Correct. Yeah, you can see how close we are to McDonald's. Yeah, look. You ready? See how close we are. You ready? Yeah, that's what you call close. There's the drive-through. Look, can you see the drive-through? Should we go put an order in and confuse the assistant? Should we go put a say I'm phoning from Colorado. Can I have an order delivered via Uber, please? How long will it take? About a week. Have you ever tried? I'm just wondering, like I say, I don't know how sort of. I thought about sending each other a postcard. I thought that would have been a bit fun. But I'm wondering how long it'd take. About 6 months, won't it now? If we post something now. Oh, right, let's see where this path goes. We've got a path. Let's see where this path goes. Oh, we've got some paths here. Paths. Let's see where this way. Oh, Two Saints Way. Oh, right. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't know it was that. Yeah, Two Saints Way. Cool. That's what I was on about, Derby. It's signposted as Two Saints Way. That's the walk I was on about that goes from Lichfield to Chester. I'm not sure how many miles it is, but right, let's see where this path goes. See how we get out. Don't get stuck. I think the path's going down now. Ah, there we are. Yeah, just passes around the back of. It just passes around the back. Yeah, I could cut through here another time instead of walking past McDonald's and tormenting myself. I'll have to cut through this bit of the wooded area. Yeah, because I can basically cut that out when I've walked past McDonald's before and KFC. If obviously I come in these woods, I can sort of stop myself walking past McDonald's then. Oh, it's just tormenting me now where I just feel like going in and getting a drink. I don't think they'll let me go through the drive-through. No, I can't. If you go past KFC, you can smell the grease, but you can't smell grease at McDonald's. They must have filters. I can't smell any. Right, let me just think where this. Let me just think where this path's going to come out. Yeah, we'll have a little bit of the canal. We'll just make our way. We'll have a little bit of the canal. I'm just trying to show a few little things without being too long. You know, about an hour. I'm trying to go back to about an hour. I'm doing them too long. Trying to think where I can just show a few little things. Trying to get a bit of a church and a bit of swans, and I've got to try and compact it into an hour because it's too cold to be out too long. Oh, Chilly Willy. Let's call it Chilly Willy. Oh. Yeah, I find it hard to do this walking without talking. Obviously, I do speak to people who say, like I said to this chap who does like nature walks, and obviously he doesn't have coal ends, you know. And I said, oh, that's what I like, you know. And he says, oh, he prefers his own company, you know, and he doesn't put that call in feature on. But obviously, that's just what I think. I like the call ins, you know. He's obviously doesn't want to put that on. That's his choice, you know. But I find it difficult to enjoy the walk. Enjoy the walks, yeah. Oh. Yeah, but the thing is, there isn't many people to talk to. You see, obviously, it's hard to sort of converse on. It's like you and your son just talking all the time. You know, you've got to have somebody outside your circle, you know, to talk on your age group. You know, I sometimes the friction just gets caused in our house by we sort of. I mean, obviously, my mum's sort of got no body, and I've got no body. We do talk a lot, but you just need a space sometimes, don't you? It's hard to get any space. It's hard to get any space. Oh, we are. We've got a posh hotel here, Derby, when you come and stay, Luke. Hilton, Doubletree by. It says Doubletree by Hilton. So is that like a watered down? Is that like a bit less money or something? Is that like a cheap? What does it mean by Hilton? They seem to have took over it now. Have you ever had much experience of stopping in hotels? Have you been to a hotel first? What's on your what's that when you're allowed to travel? What's the first thing on your list you're going to do? Have you got the first thing on your list you're going to do when we're back to sort of some normality? Yeah. Oh right. Oh yeah, here's another artistic sculpture to look at. There's the back of the sculpture. I think it's supposed to. Yes, you've got to come over to England. Yeah, this is an artistic sculpture made out of bricks. There's the back of it. Let's go have a look around the front. I think the front's a bit better. Yeah, look at the front. Reveal, drum roll. Now let's try and take a screenshot of. Oh, hang on, I'm getting low battery warning. Hang on, I'm getting low battery warning in a minute. God, stupid battery. Let's take a photo of this. Hang on. Hang on, let me just get a photo of this. This is the trouble when you go on a walk, you don't know what you're going to see. So let's get a photo of that. Right, hang on. See now, because we've come to walk in a different direction, look, we said, oh, it's just going to be going the opposite way. And now we've come through all those woods and we've just seen that brick sculpture, see? And we've just seen that other sculpture, so that's three different things we've seen just coming the opposite way. So there you go, it's worked. Let's go the opposite way and see something different. Right, yeah, travel. I mean, all I can tell you is where I've been in my life. I didn't really go abroad until like I basically haven't really been abroad with my family. I went abroad when I met somebody about 20 years ago. I had somebody, then I started going abroad. I wanted to go abroad, but I just never had a passport or. Obviously, it meant just. Yeah, I mean, basically, I'm not like an independent traveller. You know, I wouldn't. I've never said like, oh, I'll just go on my own. I basically just sort of waited till I got friends or a partner or a wife, you know, and just I didn't feel like I wanted to travel on my own. You know, so it's really restricting me. It's really restricting me travelling enthusiasm. You know, I wanted to go a lot of places when I was younger. You know, like Florida and Disneyland and then a few things that just fell through. You know, there was a few ideas to go somewhere, and they just all sort of failed. You know, when you obviously people just say they're gonna go is different than actually going. You know, and like you say, people all say, yeah, we'll go, and then obviously it all falls through. You know, so it's obviously hard to try and negotiate holidays with friends and whatnot. You know, towards like a partner or whatever. It takes a lot of organising. So yeah, I mean, all I can go on is I'll tell you where I've been. Obviously, when I met somebody, obviously I was working a lot then, and I just went on me three I went on 3 holidays once a year. I've just been to Crete. I've been to Crete in Greece. I've been to Benidorm in Spain, and Ibiza. I went those three places. Oh no, you know, there's another poster derby tormenting me. Oh, the Grand Big Mac is back. Oh, look. Oh. Why does it say Grand Big? Is that just a Big Mac? Why does it say Grand Big Mac? Is that something different? Hmm. And you'll say, that isn't in my McDonald's. Why have you got different things? Yeah, yeah, I remember that tune, yeah. Oh dear. Right. Yeah, this. Oh, well, jingles do. Obviously, jingles. I mean, I can remember songs and adverts from about 30 years ago. You know, and you think, remember that song in that advert? You know, and once it's like a jingle in an advert, you never forget. Oh, all the, yeah. Oh, Carvery. Oh, Carvery. Oh. Mm. It's just like I'm sick of there being nobody about. You know, it just feels like. I mean, if I turn round now, look, there's nobody about. Look, obviously all this is shut down. Look, it feels like the Amiga man. Where there's a Yeah, look, there's nobody here. Look, I feel like I'm walking around on sort of like, well, it feels so weird. Yeah, I mean, when you're in England, obviously the only day you'd feel like this is Christmas Day, and obviously it's getting ridiculous now. Though it's still the same after, 8 months of it. You know, it's like just obviously everywhere you walk, and you're going to pass the cinemas and the bowling alleys and the pubs and the restaurants, and there's obviously just no footfall. You know, nobody's moving about. I'm just trying to get me exercise to obviously try and keep me mental well-being in check. You know, keep getting a brisk walk going. Well, what's weird for me, see, obviously with me periscoping, I just pick my iPad up, and I can get carried away watching all my replays, because obviously you can enjoy it more after the fact. It's weird. I can sort of rewatch all my replays, and in the warm in the house, I can sort of rewatch them and see if I've missed anything, and pick up some tips or anything for any signs. Ooh, Pebble Mill Street. That's weird. How weird. Now that's weird. Pebble Mill Street. Basically, the BBC studios, they used to have some BBC studios in Birmingham, and they used to be called Pebble Mill Studios. So how weird that that's called Pebble Mill Street. Yeah, is that for a pub we won't go in for a hot drink and it's all closed? This is where we'll be in the summer when it's back open. We'll have a nice cold drink. I know this is what I could say now. I could say, join me at my local pub. It's all boarded up again. Uh, I mean, obviously, I watched that Emma Lives in San Francisco. You know, that was him in San Francisco and his little mobility scooter. What's his name? Chris Rossetti, yeah. He was on yesterday, and I saw there was a Haps challenge about what you're grateful for, and there was it's like somebody's hashtagged Haps challenge, and he was on about hope as as the best thing we've got, to keep us going, that things are going to get better. And oh yeah, Darby, I'm gonna. Oh, hang on, what's happened then? Hang on. Oh, I just flipped you round. I had your face on the full screen and my image in the corner. Hang on. Oh. Yeah, unlimited breakfast. That's what you call a British breakfast. Can you tell everything on that plate? Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, yeah, it looks like sausage, hash browns, baked beans, bacon, tomato, eggs, toast, orange juice, cups of tea. That looks nice. £4.69. How much is that? About $6. You can have as much as you want. $6. Yeah, let's go this way for a change. I don't think I've ever walked this way down the canal, so we'll just walk the opposite way and see what happens. See how we go with see if we see anything different. We might see a beer tree again. There's we'll see all the canal frozen over anyway. You can see it's all frozen. There's some boats. There's two boats. It looks frozen. Yeah. Right. Yes, we're just slowly going to that church I was on about. It's a lot closer than the other one. It won't be 3 hours. Don't worry. I know it's not that far. It's not 3 hours. Oh, just got to look for a beer tree now. I might see a beer tree. Let's see if we can see a beer tree. Do you have the same problem in America where... I know. Do you have the same problem in America? What I see is... I don't know if it's a British thing, but I tend to see a lot of... they like little silver canisters on the floor. You see a lot of little silver canisters. I think they're nitrous oxide. But people seem to be like laughing gas. I'm sure they like it. A lot of people seem to be sort of sniffing them or something. You see a lot of these little metal tubes on the floor. And it's apparently the back. No, I think it's nitrous oxide. It's laughing gas. I think it's like in Ukraine where they're all sniffing it up or something. We've got a big car park here. We've got to find a mini. Yeah, look, I found a... Have you heard of something in America called Bet365, like a gambling website? Have you heard of that in America? Bet365. You've heard of those? Oh, well, their headquarters is right behind me, so we've got a big car park. Yeah, look, we can see the canal's frozen, but I don't want to put my weight on it. Is there a brick I can throw? Yeah. I'm just looking for a brick. I'm not going to stand on it. You see, it's all frozen. Where's a brick? I need a brick. Where's a brick? I want a brick. Oh, God. I know, I just wanted a... Have we got like a... I just wanted something with a little bit of weight. Hang on. Can't see anything. I just wanted to see how thick it was. We'll come across something in a minute. Hang on. Let's... Yeah, I think this is where the fishermen. This is the fishing spot, I think. Yeah, it's like an area where there's not really any rocks or anything. Typical. Yeah, I don't really want to stand on it. Let's have. No. Yeah, I'm in Festival Park. If you want to ring 999, I'm at Festival Park. I'm at China Garden. If there's any disaster that happens, that's where I am for emergency services. It's enough weight for the can anyway. The can's on the top. The can's on the top, so yeah, I think I can hold the weight to the cans. I'll just see if there's any birds. Yeah, I thought we'd come this way for a change. I don't think I've come this way before. I've got my scoping hat on. I've got my scoping gloves on. I think I've got my snack bar. I think it feels a bit different actually, just reversing your walk. I don't know if you've done that with your walks. You know, you just reversing the walk feels a bit different. Yeah, you can see we've got like ice, and there must be fresh snow on the ice. Look, we've got like snow on top of the ice now. I just wish I could catch. I just wish I could catch like a boat trying to get through it. You know, a bit like an ice crusher. I'd like to see the boat going through. Yeah, let's look for a mini. We've got a big car park here. We've got to see a mini. This is where we are. This is basically a gambling website's headquarters with a massive car park. So let's look for a mini. Mini. Stay with me shortly. We'll have a nice sound of water because we go through like a lock where there's. It's a bit like a mini waterfall. So we'll have a nice sound of water and see. That'd be laugh if that was frozen. That'd be cool if it was frozen. But I don't think it will. Oh, we are. There's a mini. We are, Derby. Mini. Yeah. Mini, mini. There we are. There. Mini. Right, let's keep moving. Yeah, I think I haven't bought any snacks with me today. I think I forgot my health bar today. I'll have to. I think I've got some grapes. I like bring some grapes with me. I've got some grapes. I've got some red grapes. Yeah. The one I buy, I think the variety is called Crimson. I find they're the sweetest ones, called Crimson. I don't know if I've shown you this before, Derby. You know the Wedgwood factory, the pottery Wedgwood. This was where his original factory was on this site, and there's a piece that's left over from the original factory in 1769, which I think is the same year that that girl got murdered, isn't it? 1769. How coincidence? Yeah, look at this. This is yeah, look. Josiah Wedgwood built his first factory on this site in 1769. There we are. A lot happened in 1769 then. Yeah, basically they built the factory in 1769, and then later on moved to Wedgwood. They moved to Barliston, where the factory is now, and they've left this building here. This is the roundhouse. This is the building that's still here. Yeah, the building's yeah, round top. I've got some artwork under this bridge. Let's just show the artwork. It feels different coming at it from a different angle. It looks clearer now this way. Look, artwork. Ugh. Hot bags, yeah, pottery ones. Yeah, I just wish there was a boat coming through. Just makes it so silent when you don't see any boats. But I say I'm trying to. Yeah, yeah. There's some beer bottles frozen in the water. The problem is with that, you need like put like unopened bottles and see if it tempts anybody. Go fetch them. Pre-glow, pre-glow. Yeah, I'm trying to gauge myself because obviously with the sun being out again, if we can have a nice sunset again, I want wanted obviously be in that sunset location before the sun sets. You know, it was like yesterday. It was a bit of a mad rush to do it yesterday because we got there about half an hour too late. So as long as we do it accurate, then we might get a nice sunset. We'll just see how we go. Yeah, this is a nice little walk. It'll take in some sound of water and some birds, and we'll be able to end up on that little church, and makes it a bit more. Oh, there's some artwork there. How can I zoom in on that artwork? See some artwork down there. See it there. That's like a big metal structure. Some sort of artwork. Some sort of artwork thing, Bobs. I don't know if this is a brand that you have in America. This is if you want gas in bottles. Can of gas. There we are. If you want gas in bottles. Yeah, we say can of gas. Yeah, if you want gas in like a metal container, you know, can of gas. Yeah, you say propane. Yeah. Oh dear. We can have a good conversation about all the different names we have, don't we? Oh dear. Yeah, but when you're on about travelling, I mean, basically, the past few years, I haven't really, you know, I've obviously years ago, obviously, I felt like I wanted to go Disney World. You know, I've never been Disney World. I got inspired to go there, and I haven't even been Euro Disney. You know, when that opened up, I thought I was going to go there, and when the Channel Tunnel opened up, I thought I was going to go to Euro Disney. I haven't even been there yet. It's me red grapes. 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 Yeah. Mm. Like I said, there's a lot of walks I can go on, but I'm obviously all the palaver I've had with the mud. I was just trying to stay away from. Obviously, it won't be too bad if it's just cold. Obviously, the mud should be sort of frozen, you know. But obviously, all that's left really I haven't shown you is some walks I've never been on. Obviously, so I've got a little bit of trepidation, you know, to go on new walks. Uh, Obviously, I was a bit put off by the weather, but obviously, with it being so cold, obviously, I don't think there'll be any mud. It'll be more obviously frozen at the moment. So uh, I've got a lot of ideas for walks, but obviously, how cold it is, you don't really want to be in the middle of nowhere, you know, too long with the. It's a bit too cold. Obviously, there'll be no art, you know, there'll be no mud, but you don't really want to get lost in these conditions, you know, where it's minus, you know. Trying to. Yeah, there's lots of paths you can go on. I mean, this path, I get sick of this path because it's too easy, really. It's too easy just to go down to the canal. But this canal isn't really in a straight line. This bit, it's like a curved canal. So it's like a curved canal. So it basically just wraps around the town centre. So you can come off at a lot of different points. Where I think that's where I walked. Is that where I walked to yesterday? There's that church, I think, over there. I think that's that church. Yeah, what's that one there? I think that's what. That's the one. I think that's the one. Yeah, I think that's the one we. I think that's the one we ended up on yesterday when we finished the broadcast. I think that's that. Yes. Oh dear. Yeah, let's synchronise the watches. What we're on. 3:20 now. That's what time I've got. 3:20. Oh God. Uh, yeah. I just had a little twang in your voice there when you just said when I just heard you say starting my day. That felt a little bit like when you said starting my day. It sounded a little bit like an accent you're getting like the old west, didn't it? Like starting my day. Like as if you're in like a western, you know, a bit like A bit like a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical, Oklahoma. Starting my day, starting my day. I think someone in that film used to have a bit of an accent like that. Um, yeah, a bit like John. Yeah, get off your horse and drink your milk, partner. That's always a good game to play, Derby. I don't know if you're good at it, but it's always a good game to try and think what Hollywood, what like famous people, their original name, what they were. They have like a screen name like John Wayne, and a lot of them had strange names that they were born with. I don't know if you're aware of any of the original names of celebrities. Yeah. Well, I know. Yeah, that is his real name, Elvis Aaron Presley. That's his real name. Yeah, his real name is Elvis. Yeah, Elvis. Yeah, Elvis Presley is his real name. Yeah. Yeah. It was Norma Jean. She was Norma Jean. Yeah. Elton John was Reginald Dwight. That's his real name, Reginald Dwight. John Wayne was Marion Morrison. Cary Grant was Cary. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Yes. Do you like? Yeah. I thought you'd like her, like French and Saunders. Have you seen them both? They're both together. French and Saunders. They do a double act with another lady. Yeah. If you look up French and Saunders, she's basically done a double act with another lady called Jennifer Saunders. They've done a double act for 30 years. They've always been together as like a double act. Yeah. Look, French and Saunders up on BritBox. Yeah, I'm aware of it. I haven't really religiously watched them. I've watched a couple. Um, all right, that's James Brindley. If I've shown you that before, that's him who designed the canals as his statue. Yeah, I can't believe that Wedgwood factory was built the same year as that poison victim. Can't believe that. Anyway, well, they're having the phone line repaired. They've got the cell phone people in. Just waiting for this museum to open. Got a nice museum here that stayed closed. Yeah, have you seen this building before, Darby? Have you joined me on this section of the canal? This Bone and Flint Mill. Well, this has got a world famous claim. This, as it says, it's got the only remaining steam-driven potter's mill in the world. A steam-driven potter's mill. It's basically got like a big. It's like got a big steam engine in the back, and that's what runs the factory, like an old steam engine, and it's still running. There's a canal boat. So it says the Black Country on there. Oh, I've just got a connection warning. Have you heard of that name when you say the Black Country? You probably haven't heard that before, have you? It says the Black Country. It just means like near to Birmingham, because obviously there's a lot of industry, a lot of chimneys and smoke, and it's just known as the Black Country. Yeah, do you know where we are? Do you know where we are? Etruria. Etruria. That just Oh yeah, oh, he's a swan on the ice. Look, yeah, get your screenshot button ready. There's a swan on the ice. Yay. Yeah. But kind of Greece are going to say hello to you in a moment. We're all confused. They're all sitting on the ice. Yeah, you should kind of geese wondering why the water's all frozen. They're trying to ice skate. Look. Hey up. Do 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 do. Oh dear. I wonder if this water's going to be frozen. Some kind of geese say hello to you. Come on, say hello to Derby. Say hello to Derby. Oh, I'm going to sit down, Derby, down here. Let's go say hello to them. They're all having a sit down. Oh, I'm just wondering if around this corner there's usually a big noise of water. That'd be cool if it's frozen. There'll be some cool shots. Yeah. Oh, I've got a few. I've just thought of something cool I can show you. There's that church. We're getting closer. Look there. Yeah. Nearly there. Nearly there. Oh, nearly there. Ugh. Yeah, I'm getting that feeling like now. When you've been out on your walks, and you start feeling like your eyes are watering. I feel like my eyes are watering now. Ugh. I think that's just that. Oh, yeah, this is how birds sleep. Yeah. Oh, I'm just going to show you how birds sleep. There's a duck. Oh, I'm just trying to work out what you're doing by those noises. You're tapping and you're clicking and you're tapping. Let's think what she's doing. Oh, that's good. Can you tell me if we're going to have a nice sunset, Derby, for later? I'll just show you the sky. Can you tell me the weather? Meteorologist, are we going to have a nice sunset? Yeah. Uh, yeah, sunset is another 90 minutes before sunset. Oh, yeah, we have to go by your opinion. Oh, I was hoping the water would be frozen. You're gonna enjoy this. Yeah, yeah. Have you seen? I see these. I do these walks that many times, and obviously I'm going this one the wrong way round. Have you seen this? Have you seen this lock where I can show you a nice sound of running water? This is like called. This is basically one of those locks. Yeah, this is like called a double lock. This is like a double canal lock. Yeah, Bedford Street Canal lock. Yeah. Look how deep this. Have you noticed? If you look, Derby, you can see how dangerous this is if you're not watching where you're going. Look. This is like a lock where the boats go through. Look how big this lock is. I'm going to show. I think I'll be able to show you some icicles before you go as well. Icicles. Look how big that lock is. Hang on. Yeah, you're gonna have the sound of nice big sound of water in a minute. Can you hear it? I was hoping it'd be frozen, but it is. Yeah, I was hoping it'd be a bit more frozen. It's probably moving that much. Yeah, I was hoping it might be have some sort of icicles, some icicles around the edge or something. Yeah, I will be able to show you some icicles shortly. I know where there's some icicles. Oh yeah, there's some there on the wall. Can you see them? Yeah, just that, yeah. I just said I can't hear you talking with the sound of that water. Hang on. Oop. Do you ever have any issues when you put your key in your car when it won't turn? It gets that cold, or you have to squirt something in? When you put your key in your car, does it get stuck? Oh right. No. Have you tried putting your mouth over it and put your mouth over it and blow in the hole? Oh, weird. Yeah, well, we've said that, haven't we? With the oh yeah, there's some more icicles. Icicles. Yeah, because like you say, it seems like yeah, it seems like whatever weather you have, we get it the next day. So yes, let me just right, hang on, just put my other glove on. Yeah, it's one of them chilly willy days today. Whoa. Gotta keep moving, keep moving. Yeah, it's one of them strange skies. I said I need your weather person expertise on it. The weather. I can see that. I see that church in the distance again. Let's get a close up on that church again. Hang on. I'm trying to pinch with my gloves on. Work, you stupid gloves. Church. Ugh. I'm trying to pinch with my gloves on. Pinch. Come on, I've got my gloves on. Yeah, it's not pinching. The pinch. These gloves don't work in the cold. Ugh. Ugh. Right. Yeah. Oh no. I know we've already walked around and seen the McDonald's poster. To try and make everybody understand with a picture instead of unless you can't see everybody understands pictures. So there's some traditional terraced houses with some terraced houses with the chimneys. Oh, we got a great. Yes, I think Gary seems to, yeah, Gary's an expert on McDonald's. How was that different than a normal Big Mac? Yeah, yeah. I think it's because they're making a big. I think it's when things come back on the menu. I think they're making a big fuss about them when they come back on the menu. I think that's probably what they're doing. Yeah. Oh, they changed the McFlurry recipe. I've got they took they had a new McFlurry recipe and they had I think they had oh what did they have last night? They keep changing the recipes of like the toppings that they put on. I forgot the name of it now. I think it was something anyway. But I think it was Rolos. I don't know if you have Rolos. They're like more like caramel, chocolate and yeah, Rolos. Yeah, yeah. I think it was Rolos. Yeah, like the caramel and the chocolate. Yeah. Yeah. Let's look at the. All right. Pre-glow, pre-glow, pre-glow. Right. Oh, don't make me hungry. See, I tried my healthy. I brought some grapes, and all we're talking about is McDonald's now. I, I bought some grapes, and now we're on about McDonald's again. Well, that's the point in advertising. Those pictures work, don't they? You keep seeing them, and it torments you. You're thinking about McDonald's now. The post it, yeah. I know. I tried that. I tried do that Uber Eats once. I had like a 50% off code, and it was so weird. Like when you're following on the map, and it says your food is leaving, and you're just following a little dot on the map, aren't you? When he knocks at your door. And then when I did, I just going to say I did my first experience of that, and I was watching him on the map, and he just went past my house and carried on. I thought, where's he going? And he went all round the back streets. Anyway, continue. Yeah, I had to go out and say, stop. Where are you going? Right, carry on. Yeah, it'll say French fries. Yeah, you don't say chips. You always say, yeah. No, you always. No, no, we never say chips. No, we always say medium fries. Yeah, we don't say chips. You get used to it at McDonald's. You don't say chips. Yeah, medium fries. Obviously, if you went to a chip shop, it obviously doesn't like a fry shop, so you can't say fry and chip, fish and fries. That doesn't work. You can't say fish and fries. Fish and chip. Yeah, because the thing is, I think it was like Lay's. That was it. Your chips, what you call Lay's. That's the American brand for Walkers. We have Walkers crisps, uh, and then Walkers call them Lay's. I don't know why you can't just be called Walkers. You have to always have a different name. But our Walker, yeah, they make your crisps, but call them Lay's and not Walkers crisps. Because basically, we only used to have two companies in Britain that did chips. We used to have Smiths. It used to be Walkers or Smiths. Uh, and I don't know if all of them have gone across the pond to you. We used to have things like Monster Munch. I used to be able to buy fish and chips in like some chips like used to be called fish and chips. They were like salt and vinegar flavour. You could buy that little yeah, because you always say chips. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? How we say crisps and you say chips, and then you call fries chips, and it's all back to front, isn't it? So it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Well, I don't know if they've ever existed in America, but they used to have something that they have had some products that were out years ago, and they bought them back like after years of them not being for sale. And we used to have Smith's crisps, and what they were is they were basically just plain crisps, and they had like a little bag of salt inside, and you added the salt yourself. I don't know if that's something that's ever in America. What was quite funny is if you watched Periscope last night, I'm just trying to think. I'll have to send you the link. There was a lady who I watch sometimes, and she was periscoping in a local supermarket in America. I think she was in Florida. I think it's the lady who shows birds, a bit like I do, the swans and the ducks. She's in Florida, and she was showing like the British shelves. She got in her supermarket, and they've got the British shelves there. So they've got like all the Marmite and all the Branston and the tomato ketchup and all the British products, like in this like Florida supermarket. All sorts of strange things. I'd love you just to show you around like the supermarket and confuse you with some of the products. And you think, what the heck is that? Uh, what's going on? Yeah, this feels a bit more different now, walking this path backwards. I've never walked this path backwards, so yeah, just trying to think what I'm trying to show you. I'd like to show you. We're on our way to the church. We're not much further, but we've got a really nice, um, I'm just trying to think where it is now. Hang on, where are we? Hang on. We've got like a nice fountain I wanted to show you. I'm just trying to think which is the best way to show you this nice fountain. It's like a fountain that's running, but because it's cold, a lot of the water's got loads of icicles on it. It looks quite cool. Because it's apparently a fountain that hasn't been working for about 30 years, and now they've turned it into a fountain. So they've like reinstated the way it used to be when the park was done in 1892. So let's show you that nice fountain, and then we'll be on our way back to the. We'll be on our way back to that. Yeah. We'll show you this nice waterfall, and then we'll shortly be at the church, and then we can look forward to a ruby. Yay, ruby! We're on our way to the. I just thought we're near to the ruby. So if you're still with me, you can put my order in when we're in the shop. I'll let you put the order in. Oh, they charge extra for cream now. They don't give it you. No cream. That's a nice Honda Civic. That's the car I'd like Derby. The old Honda Civic. I like those. That's the Type R. That's the sporty one. Yeah, that's the Type R, the sporty one. Yeah. But I've obviously got. I don't know if you have no claims bonus. You know, when you don't claim on your insurance, I've lost all mine because I haven't drive. Not because I've had an accident, but because I've stopped driving for. When you accrue all your, I think you just have the same, don't you? Like your no claims bonus. It's quite like about 70% off your insurance if you haven't claimed. And I've lost mine because obviously I've been out, once you've been out of driving, you lose that no claims. It only stays valid for so many years, and then you lose it. So obviously, if I started driving again, I'd obviously be starting like a new driver again, you know, to build up my bonuses. But I say it's a bit awkward to sort of justify two cars, you know, like yourself. Do you find you sort of your son gets himself about, or do you drop him off a lot? Because that's what my mum does. You see, we're trying to manage with one vehicle. You see, it's a lot more expensive to have two vehicles. Yeah. Did you say he's got a car himself? Oh right, yeah. Oh, a Jetta, right? Oh, cool. Yeah. So we're in a bit of a limbo situation. My mum, you see, obviously it's helpful, but you haven't really got your independence when you're relying on somebody else all the time. You see, so we're always having to we're always having to discuss all the time what's going on. You know, trying to work out what's best. Yes. Yeah. Well, I say it's a lot of extra. Oh, you said yeah. You were saying yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, obviously, yeah. With yours being like a temporary situation, I was obviously living with my mum before this COVID thing. So it's just making a difficult situation worse, really. Just try not murder each other. Just trying to keep the peace where we can. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Get ready to look at your screen, Darby. I'm just walking towards that nice fountain, and I can see loads of icicles. So we're gonna have you're gonna see a cool waterfall with loads of icicles. This, no, that's the entrance to the park. Nice, like a pair of I can't think what they are. They look like griffins or something. I don't know what they're called, like griffins. You see them there, like a dragon. They look a bit like a dragon. And obviously, this waterfall apparently it's been inactive as a waterfall for many years. This park's been here since 1892, and they've looked back at the archives, and it hasn't been a fountain for about 50 years. And apparently, recently they reinstated it all. But it makes such a cool thing because it's basically got four dragons around the top, and the dragons are squirting water out, and obviously because it's windy, all the water that they're sending out is turning into icicles. So obviously, if I get too close, I'm probably going to break my neck because it's all thick of ice all the way around. But I'll just walk towards it and then give you a reveal if you're ready. If you look at your screen, I'll give you a reveal in a few seconds. Drum roll, drum roll. Come on, bang on your kitchen top. Drum roll. You ready? You ready? Here we go. You can hear it in the background. Can you hear it? Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, there's four of them. There's another one. Yeah, the dragons have been missing for about 50 years, and somebody's remade them and put the dragons back on. Yeah, when you just said about icicles, I thought I can show you some icicles. This is full of icicles. Look at that. Whoever thought it would create such a cool photo with all the ice? Oh wow, it's worse this side. Look at that. Oh. Let's just get the yeah, that's better. Let's just get the sun behind the icicles. I've already got some screenshots when you weren't on yesterday. You can take some if you want for reshare. Yeah, get your head in the corner. Anybody? I don't want to take any screenshots my end, else I'll probably end the broadcast. Ta-da. That's what you call icicles. And you can see obviously it's all ice on the floor now with all the spray of the water. It's all frozen on the on this side. I thought it'd be completely clogged up how cold it is. I didn't think it'd be running at all. See, I always show you something interesting. I don't know why I keep finding things. Yeah, looks a bit like that. What's it done it in Ghostbusters when those dogs are on the top of the thing all encased in rock? Look like they're about to burst out from Ghostbusters. Oh yeah, some ice. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if this water's cold. Do we have a drink of this here? Yeah, I think this. I'll hold on this and see if this gets any viewers in. I think, what the heck is that? Hope it doesn't make anybody want to go to the bathroom. Yeah, it's cool. Honestly, I only obviously you can see Derby. It must have been part of the original design because you've got dragons in the artwork. Look on the thing. Look. It must have been part of the design. Right. Yeah. Can you take a screen? Can you take a screenshot, Darby? There, I've got your head out of the way. Come on, get your screenshot button. Oh, get a nice screenshot of that. Yeah, get the. Yay. Give that a retweet out. Retweet. Right. I thought that. I like that. I'm like getting the drum roll and revealing things to you. See, all the excitement of that, revealing new things about the park where I haven't been before. Yeah, it's so weird. This is basically this is part of Hanley Park where I've shown you before. I was just thinking I could have had a coffee, but everything's but yeah, it closes at 4 o'clock. Dope. We'll have to go. We'll have to go. We'll have to go. What do you call it? When I get me Ruby from Costa, will still be open. We'll have to get me Ruby from Costa, and then yeah, this is nice. Yeah, we're about 3/4 of the way. Yeah, we're just slowly. Yeah, it's nice that canal. Basically, see where I live. It's a nice little walk. This is. It's basically it took a bit of the canal in. We've seen all through that forest, past McDonald's. We've seen a little bit of the canal. We're coming through the park. Yeah, it just feels a bit different taking it the opposite way. Feels a bit different. And this is basically, yeah, it's basically two sides of the road. This is still Hanley Park, one of the Victorian parks, but basically this bit is like you've obviously got to go across the road. You go across the road, and that's where the park starts. This is basically the park as well, but this is all like the college now. This is all the college buildings. Uh, it is a good college town and a university town. You get a lot of people. It is like a big college, a lot of college and university people here. A lot of people come here to study. Uh, I'm just trying to think where they go for what you're a specialist in. I wonder where they go for that. Uh, yeah, oh, I see a squirrel. I was going to ask you, with you saying what you do now, have you always been in that type of thing, or have you been in different areas of sort of employment, different areas? Oh, right. So you knew what you wanted to do, really, like you weren't just floating through life like I. Oh, right. You know, there's a squirrel. Come say hello to us. Oh, oh, we are seeing a lot on my broadcast today. Squirrels. I didn't know there were squirrels. I'll have to start bringing some peanuts. I didn't know there was any squirrels. Yeah, I get the well, I call them the monkey nuts, where they like peanuts with the shell on, like the monkey nuts. They call them monkey nuts. Yeah. Oh, no. Is that a normal occurrence? You can't get the door open. Is that a first? Is that a first? You can't get the door open, or is it usually stuck? I mean, the thing is, yeah. I mean, the problem is your cold and our cold. There's two different colds, isn't it? You know. I mean, you. I see. I see. Yeah. 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 It's yeah. This is a bit feels a bit different. This walk. It's yeah. This isn't too bad actually. Uh, Problem is, if I follow it religiously back to my house, I've obviously got to walk up a very steep bank. So I might just cut out the steep bank, because obviously when I come the clockwise way on this walk, I'm obviously coming down bank, and then I'll just have to try and. So basically, we've just arrived at another lake. There we are. This is Hanley Park. This isn't Forest Park. This is Hanley Park. So we've just got the ducks and the swans again. We're in a different place. Yeah. And this is Hanley Park. You can see it's still frozen. The kind of geese are currently doing synchronised ice skating with the ducks. Where's he gone? Oh, he's there. He's trying to ice skate. Do, do, do. Oh, he's doing a good job. He hasn't fell on his bottom yet, like humans do. They haven't fell on the bottom. It's quite funny seeing all the birds on the water. Let's go give the swans a bit. Let's go give the swans a bit of bird. Right, have we got anybody else in? There's just Derby in. Hang on. Hang on, all my comments have gone. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Oh, Gary's in, yeah. Gary's in. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're up to date with the comments, I think. Yeah, we're up to date with comments. No more comments. Say hello to the swans. Let's give the swans a bit of food. You know, the swans coming to us, Derby. Ice skating towards us. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Can you see him? He's coming. I'm going to see if. I'm just watching the sound of the ice while he walks on it. Oh, it's making some cool noises. Can you hear all the noises of the ice while he's walking on it? It's making all them strange noises, like it's about to break. Yeah. Yeah, where's that stick I want? Yeah, here's my stick. Let me see if I can poke it with a stick. Yeah. Yeah. You can see it there. Look. Oh. Yeah, it seems quite sturdy. Yeah. This takes the swan's weight. Takes the swan's weight. Oh, we're gonna have a. I've just realised, Derby, we're gonna have a cool reflection now. The pre-glow on all this ice. It's gonna look cool. We're gonna have a pre-glow on the ice. Let's try and find some pre-glow on the ice. Yeah. There you go. Pre-glow. Trouble. I can't take a screenshot. I've got keep taking my finger at my glove. Uh, Hello. What? How thick's the ice? Can you tell me if it's safe to walk on? Excuse me. Yeah, it's so weird. I think. Well, this is the first time I've been to the scope and it frozen. Give him some. Give him some food. They're a bit confused. I've got to throw it on the ice. He's trying to eat it off the ice. It's so peaceful. Like there's nobody about. I think there's only me in the park. I've got the park to myself. Well, I think it's obviously. I thought, yeah, I'm coming out because I'm more of the artistic person. You know, trying to get some nice shots. You know, while I'm on my walk, and get some nice periscope shots. Yeah, I'll have to take this off on the replay. I think. See, I can't take. Oh yeah, there's some pre-glow. Yay. I have to take my glove off and take a screenshot, see, because the the iPhone 7 button is haptic, so I have to have bare skin on the home button to take a photo. Hang on. Let me just slip my finger out. Hang on. Oh, what you have to do. Hang on, just need to get Darby's head out of the way in a minute. Your head's always in the way. That's it. That'll do. Oh, that'll do. Yeah, because obviously I've got to judge if I want to obviously stay here till the sun sets, or obviously make me way to my local pond. You see, then that might be nice and cool at my local pond. So. No, I mean, yeah, I've got the X my end. I think if I press that, that'll get rid of you. I think that'll hang you up my end. I think that's how I. Yeah, I've got the X my end. I think that's where I hang you up. All right, hang on. Yeah, you've hung yourself up. Hang on. Let's take a photo while you're missing. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I'm just going to take a photo while you're missing. Hang on. Oh, hang on. So I'm just going to take a photo while you're missing. Hang on. Oh, stupid glove. Hang on. Where are we? Where's it gone? The messages have gone. Oh, I was there. Oh. It's coming back in. Anyway, let's keep moving. Whoa, too cold, stand still. Let's go get a ruby. Whoa. Ruby, ruby, ruby. Yeah. No, just basically, it just says Derby has hung up. It just said Derby. It, yeah, yeah. It just says Derby has hung up. So. Whoa. It'll be. Hang on, where are we? Let me think where we are. Yeah, yeah. Working, working. Oh God, don't start that one. Working night. Can you remember the words to that song? I'm testing your age now. Can you remember the words to that song? Stumble out of bed, stumble out of bed, anger. What's to the kitchen? Pour me a cup of ambition. Yeah, yeah. Men seem to like Dolly Parton as well. She's very popular with the men, doesn't she? Squirrel. I keep forgetting bring some nuts. Remind me buy some nuts. Send me a DM and say buy some nuts. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting the squirrel nuts. Right, right. Let's think which way we're going to go now. Right. What we'll do. Yeah. So we need Roland and Marco. Where are they? They should have the brakes. They should have the brakes by now. Yeah, it is a shorter walk. It's. I'm not. I'm just basically on my way back to the Costa and the Costa. This is Hanley Park. So I was just going to get a coffee from the pavilion, but I think it's not open at the moment, so we may as well walk. No, we're not far. Uh, yeah, and then I'll keep an eye on the sky, and then I might finish the broadcast, and then I'll restart if there's a nice sunset about 5 o'clock ish. And about You know, there's an update on the sky, Derby. Is it worth going to get a sunset? Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, you do have a nice sunset in this park, but I don't want to sit on a chair. I don't want to sit on a seat waiting for it. So normally, where the pavilion is up there, there's some seats up there. You see, you can normally sit on them seats up there, look, and get a nice view of the sky. There. Oh, we are. New person coming in. Hey, who's that? Ooh. Is that Alia? Alia Yvonne? Is that Yvonne? Alia Yvonne? Is that a new name come up? Oh. Oh. Hello, new person. Welcome to the chilly. Welcome to the chilly nature scope. Oh. Welcome to the chilly nature scope. Darby's keeping me motivated because it's too cold to be outside. He says, "Come on, crack the whip, get your nature walk done. Don't sit all day. Get your nature walk done, and then you can have your ruby." Yes, I did promise you the church, so we are on our way to the church. We're not far now. I've just done a little bit of a detour to show you that nice waterfall, that nice fountain thing. So we just had a little bit of a diversion just for the fountain. Yeah, just had a little bit of a fountain diversion, and then we'll go back to normal programming in a moment. I think I've walked up with you. I think I've walked up here with you before when the sun's been nice and setting. You can see we're right in the full glow of the sunset location now, look, so we'll have the sunset all the way back to Costa now. There you go. Look at that. They are Derby. Free glow. But the thing is that I'm really preempting what your weather's going to be, and if it's good here, it should be good where you are. Are you finding your weather seems good today with mine being sunny? Oh right, it's snowing. Right. Oh, like the powdered stuff. Yeah, the powdered stuff. Yeah, yeah. We just have to get Ali. Make sure you watch the replay, Ali. You've missed some good spots of the walk. I've just been on about an hour's walk, and we took in lots of things, haven't we, Derby? We've walked past McDonald's, seen squirrels, McDonald's, beer trees, beer, yeah, leaf sculpture, beer trees, McDonald's, KFC, ducks, swans, yeah, many Stonehenge. It's amazing what you can get in an hour. Canals, ducks, swans, kind of geese. Oh. We tried to go ice skating, but it was a bit too thin. I don't think it's safe to ice skate. This is Hanley Park. This is one of our Victorian big parks. This is one of the Victorian parks. They've been here about 120 years. They all popped up in about 1895 and time about 100 years ago. All the Victorian parks. I said we just started this walk, and I said we'll just do a little circular walk of the city, and we'll finish upon a church that we didn't see yesterday. Which seems to, I think it makes it like a destination because you can see them in the distance, can't you? You know, like the tower, the steeple. So you think, oh, I'll walk to that steeple. There's yeah, there's the one where you're going to. Nearly there. Nearly there. Right. Yeah, it's just good timing. This is you're just really ready for your ruby when you're finished then, and get round to this church and have a mini. Yeah, yeah. This is just what you want. Look forward to, like the like winter sun. You know, where at least you know it isn't raining. You've either got to decide would you rather have, Derby, the cold or the rain? But the problem is that when it rains, it makes it cold. Mini. I mean, the problem is when it rains, it brings the temperature down. Oh, yeah, there's a delivery man. Delivery man. Yeah. Hang on, I've just got my chauffeur's just ringing. Hang on. Hang on. Let me just tell her where I am. Oh, hang on. Ring, you stupid glove. Hang on. Just trying to do a phone call with my stupid glove. Hang on. Oh, right. The gloves don't work in the cold. The gloves don't work in the cold. Hang on. Oh, hello, Florida. Oh, crikey. Uh, hello. Yeah, I'm just walking through Hanley Park. I'm just making my way to Hanley to Shelton Church, and I'm going to go Costa. Do you want me to see you at Sainsbury's with your money for putting that machine? Yeah. What time is it now? Say yeah, say 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. I'm just going to get across this road. Across this road. Yeah, I'll see you at Sainsbury's at 5 o'clock. Okay. Just wait in the car outside where I can see you. Okay. Yeah. Right. 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 Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, hang on. I'm just my gloves weren't playing ball then. I was just trying to use my phone with my gloves on. Oh, I've just given myself. I've just given myself. I've just given myself off. Right. I'm back. There's the church. We'll have a little look around this church. Minnie. No, that was a cream one. I think we've had about three minis down this road. Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's just that point when I think the cold's starting to affect me ability to move my fingers now. So I'll be making our way home anyway. So there's the pre-glow. Let's look at the pre-glow. There we go. Pre-glow. Yeah, it's always lucky. We're just making our way to that church there. I just at the Derby. We'll have a little shorter walk today, and we'll show you the Shelton Church because that seems to be a lot of landmarks. I'm noticing when I'm on my walks, you can see all the towers. So you can just use that as a focus to head to on your walk. Yeah, orientate yourself. All right. Oh, yeah. If you're watching me with a hot If you're watching me in a hot country, if you just put your head in the freezer for 30 seconds while you're watching the British scopes, and just put your head in the freezer while you're watching my scopes, and then you'll get a feeling of what it's like when I'm trying to scope. That's why I'm always on about coffee. That's why I'm always on about coffees. I'm on buymeacoffee.com/Jason that Derby and all the other participants have been helping me to keep warm and not get pneumonia. Oh, let's go have a look at this church while we've got 5 minutes. It isn't as spectacular as the other ones I've shown you. I think looks a bit more modern. That's an old pottery company there. That's been there 120 years. That's one of the old pottery companies. Just let's just get some pre-glow. Let's get some pre-glow. Yeah, it's just a where's that? Yeah, that's all I can suggest, Derby. And if the hot weather people, just put your head in the freezer and watch the periscope in there, and then that's what it feels like for British scopers at the moment. Trying to scope in like -5. Yeah, I just want to go around the back of the churchyard and see if we can. I mean, basically, this is a big church, as you can see, but this is the churchyard. Look, it's just loads of this strange tufty grass and no headstones. It's just this strange tufty grass. Look, it looks like a farmer's field. Yeah, it looks like a farmer's field. Let's see if we can get to. I don't know where the entrances are to this church. Let's have a little. Let's have a quick look. It isn't as spectacular as those other ones. There's no way. I don't think there's any headstones to show you in this one. Oh, I can see some pre-glow over there. We'll see a lot of pre-glow on the way to Costa anyway, because we've got like a clear view of the skyline when we're going to Costa. So we should get a nice view of the. Here's the main entrance. There's the posts. Obviously, there used to be a gate, but the gate's gone. That's the gate hinge. Yeah, let's have a quick look up here. See if we can see anything cool. I say you're looking at it for the first time because I haven't been up here anyway before. So let's have a little wander up, see what we can see. Yeah, there's no. Yeah, there's no. This just seems like it's so weird, Derby. I want to try and ask these vicars and saying, why have you got a church? And there's obviously no graves anymore. Where have all the graves gone? It's so weird to sort of have a church with no graveyard. Yeah. Can I have some critique on this church, Derby? What features has this one got? Yeah, let me show you this one. It's got a pink door. It's got a modern pink door anyway. Pink. Yeah, church with a pink door. There you are. Pepto Bismol door. Yeah, here we are. There's some pre-glow. Let's have a little wander around. See what we can see. I haven't been down here before. I haven't explored this church before, so I say it's a shame I can't go inside them at the moment. If anybody asks, you can't go inside, so they're all closed. Oh, we are, Derby. I found an icicle. Yay! Icicle. Whoop! Oh, dropped it. Nope. Another pink door. That's weird. A church with a pink door. Ah, yeah. Let's have a little wander around. Yeah. Oh, I can see some sort of memorial to something. Let me just go look at this. Let me go see what this memorial says. I can just see what's on the back. Yeah, a lot of it's boarded up. I think it's having some maintenance. Yeah, should we check the clock? We've got a clock in this one, Derby. Yeah, let me just back up and we can see the clock, see if it's correct. Yeah, we've got a clock in this one. Hang on. Yay! Yeah, 4:20. Yeah, yeah. Right, right. Just seen something on the grass. Let's just investigate what this is. Keep dreaming's in the house. Keep dreaming's in the house. Yeah, we're trying to find some more people who can call in and have a chat. Because Derby's yeah, Derby's voice is going. Derby's voice is going. Oh, we are. I found something here. There you are. Can you see it? Sacred to the memory of William Grosvenor of Hanley. He died 1874, 1845. So there is. I don't know why all the headstones are missing, but obviously this big tomb's still here. There's like a big tomb still here. Obviously you can't move. I suppose you can't move a tomb, can you? You can move a headstone, but this is obviously a very heavy weight, so they've left this here, I think. Right. So there's Shelton Church. Oh, we've got a nice view of the sunset from here as well. In a second, let me just. There's the church. There we go. So watching a replay from yesterday, Derby will show you. We showed about 3 churches yesterday. Another one. This is another one. Oh, yeah. It just warned me about connection. Then go away. Connection. Go away. It's got pink doors everywhere. They're all pink. Yeah. Why has it got pink doors? Right. So I've got to go from here. I'm having warnings of bad signal. So yeah. Look at that. Pre-glow. Church. Yeah, this is unusual in England to have some pre-glow for Derby to say it's great. Yeah, we do have sunshine in England now and again. Right. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Well, we get. Yeah. It teases us a little bit. We get little bits and bobs of it. Yeah. We'll just move away from there. That's when once I start having those red error messages coming up, I best move away from that area. Yeah. It was a nice view of the sky there. Nice view of the sky. Let's just see what this is. Obviously, what they seem to have done. I'd like to ask, the person who runs the church, why all the gravestones get took away, and obviously all that's left is those big heavy memorials. Like this other one here. There's another one here. Let's just see what this is, just for posterity while we're here. I say that's basically where I started my walk, Derby. That hill over there, look. That's that hill where we started from. There, look. That's where we started from over there. There's Tesco. There's Tesco. Yeah. Just let's just look at what this memorial is here. Then we'll start heading back to Costa. Hang on. Oh, see if it's got any writing on it. Oh, I think it's going to be a mystery thing with no writing on. Oh, we are. There we go. There we go. Somebody died 1879. Oh right, yeah, that's going back a bit. This is yeah, his wife was born 1826 and died 1914, and that must be probably their son who went in there as well. That big monument thing. So obviously they seem to have got rid of all the gravestones and just left those 2 big memorials that are hard to move. So that's everything. Yeah, we'll have to get this trending, Derby. Just do a church with a pink door. This is unusual. Churches with pink doors. But let's go across the frozen ground. Churches with a pink door. Right. Yeah. What happened at your end, Derby, when you said it froze? Does it just freeze for a second? When I get a connection issue on my end, it just says lost connection. Just a little red. I don't even get that like jaggedy lines. Those wavy lines. I've had those for ages. Since the since the update, I don't have those wavy lines where it just freezes. It seems to carry on, and it just gives me like a little red bar comes up that it's just lost connection just for a second, and then you just say it just freezes your end for a second. So that's all the better. So right, hope you just enjoyed that little detour to see the church. That's another one for Derby. That's another one we can cross off. There we go, Shelton Church. That's another one. I'll have to look at the names of these churches up. Yeah, you got your pointy top again. It's either castellated. Well, they aren't really pointed, are they? It's like, I think it's called castellated, where it looks like a castle. And then you've got the pointy one. You've got the pointy one, And then you've got like that one that looks not really pointy and not really castellated. That looks like a bit in between. That looks like a different name I'm thinking of. We're getting like church experts, aren't we, with all these periscopes? The things that you never used to think about when you were walking. Now we're becoming like church experts. Yeah, we're like weather experts and church history experts. Yeah, I told you we have a new a Hilton hotel built. There's the new Hilton. Yeah, we've had a new hotel built last year. So I know you want to be kept in the luxury that you used to. You'll be stopping at the Hiltons, won't you, when you come visit Stoke? Oh, you'll be in the Hilton. I should be like Roland says. I should be hashtagging all the tourist people in Stoke because I'm promoting all the town, aren't I? I'm promoting all the history and I'm promoting everything on Periscope. But I'm not tagging all the sort of the social media of the tourism people. See if I get some retweets and everything. Uh, yeah, I look back at all the places I go and I think, yeah, all this. Trying. I suppose I don't realise it's probably might attract people to visit the place. I'm showing all the nice bits. I'm not trying to show you the bad bits. Really, but have you felt like it's inspired you to visit? Like if I watched your area and I felt inspired to visit, are you? Is it making you itching to visit my neck of the woods with all these periscopes? That's good. Yeah, at least we've got no rain anyway. We've got blue sky again. Plenty of blue sky. Plenty of blue sky on the way to the Ruby department. Oh yeah, some nice cakes. Yeah, Derby. Cakes. About $5 these slices. About $5. Yeah, that's about $15 for that big cake on the top. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a gluten free place. I think that. I don't know if that's gluten free place. That's a cool photo inside the kebab shop. Fast food. That looks cool. Oh, right. That's been a productive walk, Derby. Thanks for joining me. It's been a nice little walk going backwards. Oh, we always that burger again for tormentors. All these posters, all these posts, all these posters of food, all these posters of food tormenting us. Yeah, there's some more signs for you before you go. Ashbourne. Yeah, that's a bit shortened though. As you Toxicity, yeah, that's where the race course is. I'll have to take you there. We'll be able to see horse racing. See some horse racing. Tesco. Yeah, we're just on our way to. Yeah, we're just finishing a walk at Costa. Costa. Oh, I think you can still go inside Costa, so I'll go treat myself to a Ruby. Ruby, take your love to town. It's that Glenn Campbell song. You have to go. It's such an inconvenience, isn't it? This, it's such an inconvenience, this work, isn't it? Oh, you're trying to enjoy scopes. Oh, yeah, yeah. The trouble is, as I'm walking now, to my left, I can see all the sky. So we're if you go in a few, I mean, the next few minutes, you can. Let me just show you the pre-glow we've got. I'll just have to pick my phone up over this fence, but I've got all the pre-glow to my left. But it's over a 6 foot high fence, so I'll have to put my arm up in the air. Hang on. Yeah, pre-glow. Pre-glow. I'm doing like a sort of walking while I'm pre-glowing, so I'm trying to walk and pre-glow at the same time. Hang on. There's little bits where the fence gets a bit too high. Hang on. Do, 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 do. Pre-glow. I am moving, honestly. I am moving. I'm just walking. Just looks like I'm stationary, but I keep walking. On my way to Costa. Got some cool clouds. Some cool clouds as well. Yeah, clouds. So there's some here. It looks like I'm standing still, but I'm walking. So it feels weird. Yeah. We've just got this nice pre-glow, and I've got to go over a tall fence to show it. So just got all my hand up in the air. Yeah. Pre-glow. Yeah, some foot. Yeah, it's quite funny. I had a program on last night where there's this program with a celebrity on, and she says what her addiction is to taking photos of clouds. That's what she loves to do. Just fascinated by clouds. Yeah, so we're just gonna make the most of the sun before it sets. I think we've got about how long have we got now? Yeah, we've got about 25 minutes before the sun sets, so we've got some nice pre-glow. There you are. I'm just standing in the middle. I'm just standing in the middle of the road, so you can see it without that tall fence. I've just got to stand in the middle of the road. Yeah, look at that. Pre-glow. I just wish I could stand here about 10 minutes, but it's too cold. Oh, yeah, 5 p.m. sunset. Yeah, 5 p.m. sunset. 5 p.m. sunset. Yeah, let me just check for comments while I'm just leaning on a traffic post. Hang on, let me just check for comments. It's just awkward, you see, because I'm facing the sun. I'm facing the bright sun, so I'm just trying to put my phone in front of the sun so I can read the screen. Dr. Sanchez, hello. There's a name for those clouds. This is beautiful. Yeah, if you share it out, everybody, try and get some more viewers in. Because Darby's voice is going. Keep being me motivated on my walks every day. I need somebody to stand in. Darby needs to. Yeah, Darby's a full-time J supporter. We need some stand-ins so Darby can have some time off. Yeah, yeah. I think I've just blocked a comment by error. I'll have to sort that out in a minute. I think I just blocked somebody's comment. Whoops. Hang on. Yeah, no. Somebody's just got blocked. My finger slipped. Yeah, I've got my gloves on. Yeah, I've got my gloves on. I'm trying to scroll the screen with numb hands. So right, let's go get a hot drink. Oh. Do, do, do. Yeah, there's a big sign here, Derby, about car sales. Yeah, buy your next car with click and collect. Yay! Click and collect a car now. Anything you fancy while we're just walking past them? Let's have a look. 18,000. 7,000. Tell me anything that you like the look of. 13,000. Yeah, that's about $10,000. Yeah. This is the point where you have to shout over the traffic if the cars go past. Let's have a look. Anything you fancy, I'll just keep walking. Oh, there's a nice Honda Civic. 15,500. Nice. I want to have a white one though. Yeah, I want to have a white one. I'd have a black. There's that church where we just were. There we are. We just come around the corner from there. That's where we. Yeah, I don't really want a white one. I'm not much for white. This is weird, isn't it? Pre-glow with a car dealership in the front of it. Pre-glow. Pre-glow with a car garage. Yeah, you don't have that in America. That's what we have. Vauxhall. That's called Vauxhall. Yeah, I don't think you have Vauxhall. Yeah, I know it's Opel. It's called It's called yeah. It's called Opel in Europe. It's called Opel. It used to be Opel, and then it was Vauxhall Opel because they merged. I don't think you have Vauxhall. I think you basically come under. There must have some sort of. There must be some sort of derivative in America of what. It could be General Motors. I'm not sure who Vauxhall owns. I'll have to investigate. You must have some sort of derivative. It's a big company. You know, like everybody has Ford. Yeah, I mean we all have Ford, don't we? And yeah, Vauxhall seems to be a European name. You know. Yeah, that's a Vauxhall. Yeah, no prices on that one. That's a weird colour. Some of them just look like putty colour. Why would you want a putty colour car? Ugh. Is that funny? Putty? It looks like putty, like just dishwater. You've got a choice of colours, and you have a choice of colours, and you want to pick dishwater. Ugh. You could have orange or blue or red or yellow or green. No, I'll pick dishwater. I'd like it to look the same colour as these rocks here. Can I have it the same colour as this rock here? Orange. Yeah, we're just going downhill now, so we've got to watch them all through a metal bar. We're going downhill now, so we've been in prison behind, away from the cars. Yeah, we're just on our way to Costa now. Costa. Yeah, you're just going. I'm going to let you read this sign in front of us, and then I'll finish up at that yellow taxi, about 50 yards away. Yeah, here's a sign for you. Yeah, yeah, here's some more signs. Just learning Derby, some British place names. So, yeah, we'll just stop on the. I mean, I'm just trying to think, Derby, them yellow taxis, are they just New York? You don't see yellow taxis in New York, those yellow taxi things. Which you want? Oh, you have them there, yeah. So I'll make you feel at home. We'll end up where the yellow taxi is, and then that's my finishing point for chatting with Derby. We'll end up at the American taxi. That's a good place to end. Oh, that's been a successful walk. That was. Thanks for joining me, Derby. That's been a nice little reverse walk. We've seen a lot of new things. Here's another mini to finish the day off. Convertible one. Mini, mini convertible. Mini convertible. Mini. Yeah, I think you can still go inside the store today, so we'll just go finish on this yellow taxi. It's a song though, isn't it? Big yellow taxi. Big yellow taxi. Was that Jodie Mitchell? Big yellow taxi. Just right. Where do you want to end, Derby? Do you want to end up on yellow taxi or pre-glow? Yellow taxi or pre-glow? End on the sunset. Here you are. Okay, Derby. Have a good day. Have a good day. Thanks for joining me. Stay safe, and I'll speak to you later. Bye. Bye. Right, Derby's gone. Right, folks. Where are we? Don't see that car in Sweden. Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the replay. Make sure you give me a follow and click the button for any what's it called? The notification button. I do daily periscopes. Obviously, I'll be doing it till the end of March, and then periscope's closing down. Then I might go on Twitter Live, or Haps, or YouTube, or Facebook, or I'm not sure yet. Just look, keep in touch on Twitter. That's where you'll get the information from me. Keep in touch on Twitter, and we'll just end up on this taxi for Derby. This is a restaurant that hasn't opened up again yet, with all the lockdown situation. You can see me there waving. Right, folks. Yeah, it's been a chilly one. Nice brisk walk. Had my exercise for today. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you follow me on Twitter for updates. Follow me on YouTube. I put a lot of my periscopes on YouTube, and I've been experimenting with Twitter Live and haps.tv and YouTube, and I'm on everything: Facebook, Instagram. I upload on Instagram photos, and I put videos on YouTube. I've got a good Queen channel on YouTube, and I put British comedy on there, and some of my daily periscopes. And obviously just waiting for the lockdown to finish in England so we can start to show you a lot more different things. Just limited to local walks at the moment, but there's a lot of ideas I've got when we're allowed to travel and show you more historical things. Right, I'll just sign off now, check any comments. Hello Civic Stage Manager, thanks for watching. Thanks Barry. Borgana, hello, thank you. Right folks, stay safe and check out my replays and look out for me about sort of UK time. I'll be between about 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. because it's light till about 5:30 p.m. in the UK now, so I'll start doing later scopes as the lighter nights are coming, so you'll see me a bit later on in the day. I'll be finished by about 5:30 UK time, and make sure you give me a follow, and if you'd like to support the channel, I am on buymeacoffee.com. There's a link in my Twitter bio, and it just lets you be able to buy a coffee if you'd like to support the channel. You can buy me a coffee, and it's been much appreciated in this cold weather in England at the moment. And I'll see you on the next one, folks. Stay safe, everybody, and we'll get through this together on Periscope. Keep this social interaction going, and we'll all get through it. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, folks. Stay safe, everyone.